You ever be in the shower minding your business and you get this bomb ass idea, like next level genius, and you tell yourself, oh, I'll definitely remember this, but then you don't? This is exactly why you need a system for capturing ideas, because ideas don't wait for convenience, and if you don't grab them, they'll disappear. The brain is wild. We have thousands of thoughts a day. And without a system, those $1 million ideas, they just get lost in the chaos. I mean, between the kids, between work, between your husband, between your friends, between Instagram, and everything else, the $1 million thought that you know you just had, it vanishes. Like, poof. The worst part, you'll probably remember, and this makes me so mad. It's like you remember, like, damn, what was I had a bomb idea, but guess what? You're not gonna remember what the idea was. It happens to me all the time. I'll be in the shower or I'll be driving, and I'm like, I have this great idea, and I'm like, oh, that's it. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to make content over. Or that's the product I need to launch, or that's the business I need to launch. And then a day or so later, when it's time for me to actually sit and start doing that thing, I'm like, what was it again? And it never comes back. Or when it does come back, it's like months down the road when it's like too late and it's dull and I don't capitalize on the moment. So here's what I do. I keep a dedicated notes app labeled thoughts and ideas, or maybe it's just ideas. I'm going to show it to you here. And anytime something pops up in my mind, I just drop it here. No overthinking, no waiting. I just capture the idea in the moment. And it doesn't have to be fancy. I feel like the easier the process, the quicker you can get to the process, which is why I don't really advocate for like a notebook or something for capturing ideas, because you need to literally be able to grab whatever's around you, whether you're in a car, you're at work, you're in the shower. Like if I have an idea in the shower, y'all, I will hop out of the shower, grab my phone, put it in my app, and then go back to taking my shower. Like that's how serious it is. Like my mind has so many things going all day long. Like, what time is the game? What time do I need to drop off food? What's for dinner? What project am I working on? Who needs me for this? Who needs me for that? What time? Where my husband at? Like it's just so many things going on in my mind. I don't have time. I know I'm not gonna remember anything. I've done it too many times in the past. I want to say year and a half, 2 years, I have been just capturing my ideas right in my phone. And honestly, it has been such a lifesaver. So the key is accessibility, right? It has to be easy. It has to be quick because ideas don't wait, right? Okay, yeah. I think we're on to something. I think y'all are getting what I'm putting down or picking up what I'm putting down. Y'all know, you know what I'm trying to say. So the most important step though is you really can't just put the notes or put the ideas in your notes app. You have to kind of like revisit them, right? So you can't, it's what's an idea that never gets seen again. Like, yeah, you put it down somewhere, great, check. But in order to like really bring it to life, you need to make sure you have some kind of system to go back and look at those ideas. So for me, every at the top of every week, like especially if I'm in my strategy mode, I'll first start with looking at the ideas in my phone. And sometimes they hit, and sometimes I look at them a week or so later, and I'm like, that was kind of lame. But I have them there, like I have that reference, so I'm not constantly just like wasting time thinking, sitting at my desk, like, what can I do? What can I do? I have a starting point, right? So that's why I love it so much, and that's why you have to have some kind of system or some kind of day set aside to go back and revisit those ideas. So when you revisit those notes, you see, yeah, this one might hit, this one might be the one. I go into strategy mode. I'm like, okay, what do I need to do to bring this idea to life? What does that look like? What does it feel like? How much time will it take? When do I want to have this idea executed by, right? And honestly, it doesn't have to be like a business idea. This can be something for the house. Like it can be a project that you've been wanting to do in the house. Like for instance, my room, that's my project for this year. My office was my project for last year. So these were part of my idea banks, and I might have an idea for that project and I'll capture it. So once I get it and I'm like, okay, this is the idea. Now I need to break it down. I put my date. I always work backwards. So I'll choose a date where I say, okay, I want it done by this date. Then I write out all the tasks, what I need to do to actually get this idea to come to life. And then I start planning, scheduling those tasks like throughout. So if it's going to take me 6 weeks, if I have a deadline of 6 weeks, I want to get this project or whatever it is idea executed, then I'm like, okay, I have 6 weeks. I have this many tasks, whether it's 10 or whatever. And then I space them out throughout the week so I know what I'm working on each week. It's also important, okay, this can get really deep. And, I'm a nerd for this kind of stuff, so I hope I don't hold y'all for too long. But when you're doing this, it's also important to make sure you're looking at your calendar. And this is why you should be using your calendar, but we'll talk about that in another video. Look at your calendar and see what you already have going on. If you know it's going to be a busy week where you don't have a lot of time, you may be only able to schedule one task during that week, but at least you're doing something to move you closer to the goal. See, you get where I'm going? Yeah. So this is how it all kind of ties together. You have to use your calendar. You got to have your notes app, all the other things. But yeah, it's important to just kind of make sure you're spacing things out. You're not overwhelming yourself. Like, this is a bomb ass idea. You want to be excited about it. You don't want to be going into the week like, oh, I have so much going on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. That's not the feeling that you want. You want to have good energy around it. I cycle sync. So again, a whole nother video. Again, I can get really nerdy when it comes to this productivity shit, but I cycle sync. So for me, when I'm looking at my calendar, I'm like, oh, my cycle's coming on this week. Baby, I'm not scheduling nothing the week before because I already know my energy is so low. Like, that week before, I'm just getting through. I'm doing the bare minimum of what it takes. I'm doing my power morning routine, which I have another video on that. But I'm doing that, and that's probably the bare minimum. And I'm doing whatever I have to do to get through the week, but I'm not adding on any creative things. Like, I just know my energy will not allow me to do that. And so, again, I can do videos on all these things. Let me know in a comment because, baby, I can expand on cycle syncing, using your calendar, all the things. But it's important, back to this video, it's important to go and look at those ideas. And then once you have a good idea, it is important to go ahead and break it down and see, create some kind of plan around what you need to do to execute that idea. Well, like I said at the beginning of the video, some of the best ideas, they don't necessarily come when you're sitting down to brainstorm. They come in the most random moments: driving, showering, cooking, working. And if you don't have a system to catch them, you will lose them. But baby, when you do have a system to catch them, that is when you start executing on like a higher level. The difference between people who make moves and those who stay stuck is literally the habit of capturing ideas and revisiting them. So tell me, do you already have a system for capturing ideas? If you do, tell me what it is. I would love to know. I would love to know if there's a better system. Honestly, it got to be quick though. It has to be quick. And it has to be something that I always have around me because I will not always have a notebook around me, y'all. I know y'all like to write stuff down. Y'all love to tell me how you don't want to be digital. You are old school. You want to write stuff down. I would love for you to tell me how you're keeping up with those Post-it notes. But you can tell me that in the comments too because I'm here for it. I mean, let me know because maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. So drop a comment and let me know. And if this has helped, if this has helped you, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, share the love. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.